I can answer that one. It would absolutely be better to not need to fucking sleep and just do whatever the hell you want. However, sleep has a fucking crowbar and it will beat you in the fucking brain with it. Ask me how I know if you choose not to sleep. This does not mean to agree with it though, because clearly this is bullshit. So we'll just not sleep anyway. Is clearly what that fucking thought has boiled to. God, I'm so fucking tired. I'm so fucking tired of I'm real. I fucking hear radiant ore. I'm not that tired. I'm not fucking hallucinating yet. I have no idea. Whenever they're annoyed but also not eating, kind of funny. I reckon what? That's the real question. I mean, the real question is what can't I do? We have no idea yet. Lore hasn't been written explicitly yet. No one knows. Alright. We really don't have that much going on right now on the ranch, which is good. We spent last stream ending off, just like cleaning everything up. Spider Canadian. How was I supposed to intuit that? Why would that be the nickname you go for? Like, it's certainly not a thing I hide. I'm quite proud of it. Wild thing to latch on to, I'll be honest. God, I can fucking... I ain't in a fuck around mood. This is not even a fuck around moment. You've never been called a can before? Never. And I don't believe you've ever called anyone a can either. You were straight up making things up and fucking trying to be like, oh, you've never heard? Would you just buy more of them? Fuck it. Why not? Got flags now. Alright. Okay, that was in there. Honestly, you know what we're gonna do? We have two things we could do. One of them is say, fuck it. Go into the wherever the fuck. I don't need bomb floors for that. And if we don't have them, we can get them. Fucking moving this. That actually works. Every Canadian person can. Same as people in the... I know. Most... outside the US then. You do not speak to Canadian people. Frankly, I still don't believe you because that is an absurd thing to do. Honestly, referring... Like, honestly, I think the most shocking thing to me is, like, it's normal, like, you're treating it like it's normal to be like, oh, yes, no, this person, place they are, like, the country they're from. Can't people, like, here's the thing, Aussies I know. Maybe this is, like, a weird conversation to be having, not because, like, it itself is weird, but the specific structure, which makes no goddamn sense with the words I'm saying. basically a miscommunication thing where I am imagining this is a much more common thing than it is. The I'm saying you're making it sound like usually, yeah, you refer to in Canadians and Polish people, or I think it's just Poles for them. Maybe just Polish, whatever, or Australians. It's like, oh yeah, no, you would always use the fucking little fucking end word to describe where they're from all the time. Right. Never fucking heard can before. Probably because that one is also a very common word. Which I know pole also is not uncommon. So much less common though. I don't know. I know you sound insane, but aside from that, I don't know. Wait, we need the hunter ones. We've eaten recently right now. Fuck. This is insane. I know, I'm unfortunately well versed in the news right now. Yep. One of you fuckers. God damn it, how? There was like fucking one of you. Insanity accused of being animals. A small amount of insanity can also just be called personality or something. I don't know, I'm not a psychologist. No, that's coping, my friend. That is... That's like grade A coping. It's not. It's like... regular coping. Honestly, probably the funniest example, like, there are many animals you can look at and go, that animal is fucking insane. That's being, I think, rabies, but that's like a different thing. Chihuahuas, exactly. Much better example. Chihuahuas. Alright. We now have... thing. Where do we want to put it first? We've opened both of them, I think. Yes, we've opened both of them. I want to do the Ember Valley. All their brain size into their eye size instead. You say like the Chihuahuas did this to themselves. They didn't. Let's not pretend. Why the fuck is my phone shutting off by itself? I did not authorize this shit. Why do you... No. What? Huh? I'm fucking sorry. Apologies. My phone has decided it wants to get thrown into a fucking shredder. Along with the entirety of the Apple Corporation. See, I've used my phone as a stopwatch to keep track of this. And I just need to fucking... hang on. Normally, that's fine. Because you have it set off of low power mode, which I normally have it on, and then you can just like set display brightness. Oh, cool. Auto lock. To not immediately. And it just decided not to? Like, they decided, like, no, you must auto lock every 30 seconds. This had better be because my phone is at low power, or I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind, because it is just stuck. So I guess that's gonna be extra annoying tonight. Excellent. It's off low power mode. I'm saying it's at low battery. Like, it's at 30%. It's at third power. And it's like, nah, can't do it. I know you can't do it in low power mode, because low power mode is, I told you to keep it on low power mode. And it's like, well, we can't do both. Trousers are evil. Pugs are the less evil, but also less functional dogs. Trousers are also non-functional. And also, if Trousers are more functional, arguably they're even less evil than pugs. Pugs aren't evil to others, though. They are a creation of evil. Sort of like undead in that way. Right? Again, they didn't do that shit to themselves. Alright, let's just go Ember Valley. Let's try some of my coffee because it's something different tonight. That's almost not bad. Oh, don't worry. I feel like at this point, like, the pro-Apple sentiment is just the same, like, sort of thoughtless, smooth brandy, like, well, you know, they're gonna control every aspect of your life anyway. You might as well take the convenience of it, you know? No. No, I don't know. Get the fuck out of my house. Oh my god, that's a fucking excellent way of putting it. I'm just pro-user, which is the opposite of Apple. You ain't fucking wrong. How about those blue texts? God, I'm preemptively mad because I can fucking see that exact argument. I was also in high school once and decided I didn't need to think about anything. In fucking high school no more. I just want to leave that. Now I'll take it. We just accept that it is gonna be fucking gone. Do not get attached. Hello, dog. Hello, Shaman. How's it going? I've never been at this specific angle. Okay, we're back. We are back in the realm of places I have been and perspectives I have remembered. Or I have Monday. Excellent. I've had almost none. Fuck. I actually almost avoided that. Keyword fucking almost. To be fair, any beats an all-nighter. True. Oh my god. Sleep is the most, like, or not the most, but one of the very, very strong examples for any is better than none. Because, oh my god. Either security promises. You know what? I can't immediately disagree with that. It feels like I should, but I think that's just a more broad tech industry, internet age problem sort of thing. So you know what? Fine. I will. I'm not even gonna give that one to Apple. Congratulations. You say you won't get hacked, and then you try not to get hacked. Hooray. This is not worth a round of applause. I wonder how much of the game they programmed to be navigable without the jetpack. Anything about Google's app was Apple sell out to the FBI or CIA with your data without a warrant, unlike Google. They haven't sold out to the FBI or CIA yet, and or in the open. Okay, the way that sentence is structured is both incredibly confusing and also contains its own clarification. Anti-Apple? I support it. More USB-C, less Lightning bullshit. The first two sentences make it sound like you're like, wait, you're anti-Apple? I support Apple. But immediately the next one is, no. Hold on. Ah. what are the odds I do actually need more than one of these things? Fuck. Man. Hang on. These motherfuckers have area of effect. You have no chance of putting them together. God damn. Under the graceful art of misleading sentences. That's a good one. Okay, so we're gonna have to fucking get a second one. And honestly, I'd be willing to bet we're going to get more than that, actually. But we need to get at least a second one, we'll say. Oh well. We at least have a teleporter right over here. We don't need to walk all the way back. You could say my words are unleaded, unlike New York. God damn. We got any? Maybe. That was the wrong one. You. You fucker. Wait, where'd that go? Oh, wait, no, we're scammers. Time. There. About what scammers, if you call it, you start talking first. I ain't saying shit till I know it's human. Fair. Feels bad that has had to be, like, what has become standard because scams are so fucking prevalent these days. Why am I grabbing bombs? I need ringtails. I wonder if the lava is some kind of slime substance like the fucking Slime Sea is. I gotta look outside. Ooh, I've actually seen that game. That game is very, very cool looking and also a horror game, so I'm not gonna fucking play it. But I can recognize that it looks really good. You know, we're gonna fucking answer the phone, because I wasn't just gonna keep putting it off. And watch it be absolutely nothing. Watch it just be like, I bought you this chair thing I saw in the garbage. Entirely a horror game, it's a horror RPG. Or RPGs can be fucking horror games. Literally everyone, okay. Hey Beatrix, I was not finished, but I got this for you. I'll be like it. I winged it. Thanks for giving me too. Holy shit! Thank you! Holy fuck! For you to try, yas. Ooh! Hang on. Chat, shut the fuck up for a second. I need to fucking do lore things. Hey B, I have something for you to try. And to be honest, if it works, I'm going to be super creeped out. I've created a blueprint of a key. A simple archive key for the drones you've been finding. If any archival data exists in them, this should be a way to access it. I say should, because I actually have no idea. But if those drones are from the pages of my own journals, well, this key is how I would access their archives, if I ever built anything like them. I know this hardly makes sense, but I need you to try it. It works, and an archive exists, and it somehow allows you to understand what's happening on the island more than you do now. I'm happy to have been able to help you. Kinda owe you one still, right? Hell yes. I didn't say that. Okay. Just make the stupid key and don't tell me yet if it works or not. God. Holy shit, I love Mochi so much. If it does, I really don't think I'm ready to deal with knowing that. You know what? Fair enough. Later, and good luck. Thank you. How are you feeling out there? When I feel lonesome, I get nice for a friend. Makes me feel bright as rain every time. Hello, I'm saying I'm thinking about you. Aw, thanks. That's a shrub. Bitch, you got me a fucking teleporter. This is coming from the heart. Came from a store. Close enough. Holy shit, yes. Chickens is good. Chickens are good. Give to friends beer. No. Chickens beer. Okay, good. I still just gift. Alright. One fucking big plot relevant thing to do now. Along with the other plot relevant thing we were already doing. What do I need for that upgrade? We still have 4 more upgrades. God damn it. I'm sure they're gonna go. Alright, take care, table. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again next time. Take care. Hope nothing bad's happening. I've just been vibing to the music and ignoring the nuance. It's been great. Oh, for the horror game? Excellent. As it should be, honestly. There's still 4 more upgrade things. I don't think this game's gonna be over soon. Maybe this is why they made a second game instead of just DLC. There's more fucking game in the DLC. It's the fucking Silksong thing. God damn it. There's more game in this. Could have been DLC if it wasn't so much game. That's meant to be like one of those like sandwich. Fucking God, I'm so tired. Like when you sandwich a nickname in someone's name, like first name, nickname, last name. I think I was going for something like that. No, I wasn't. I was going for there's so much like game in this game that I just added the would have been DLC if it wasn't so much game in it. But then you have game and game right next to each other, but not in the way that whatever. Fuck it. God. You ever start talking and immediately realize, oh, I'm fucking exhausted. My brain is not functioning. I'm losing my grip on my humanity. Ugh. Okay, what we need is the hunt. What the fuck is this? That was the right one. You were stupid. Oh boy. This is your first teleporter. Holy shit. 2 strange diamonds? No. Fuck off. Warp tech. I don't need warp tech. I need everything but warp tech. I need hunt. Oh, we need more sand. We tried experiencing great bounty. 9 out of 10 farmers would love the experience as the 10th was told to grow less. Great bounty. Is that a game or a phrase? We need sand and we need hunter shit. Fire force we can get. Jellystone. 20 jellystone. Okay. We're on the hunt for jelly. Pyramid is a very rich harvest. Is the big gonna be? It's also a brand of like cereal. Girl? Or something. Some food thing that is called Great Bounty. It's like a brand. Bounty here's a... Yeah, no. Bounty is a napkin brand. I was thinking about a Great Bounty. Bro, eat it. Are you having stupid? You're like, please, I'm so hungry. And then none of you eat it. You're supposed to like stealing food. Where's your big face? Eat. Eat. Also used for looting. Gotcha. I ain't fucking taking that. I saw that fucking smile. You motherfuckers just do not make feeding you idiots easy. Specifically in the case of not actually eating. There we go. Sometimes I wonder. Yeah, me too. Not about anything in particular. Fucking just like staring up into space. Sorry, boys. Actually, I don't think sorry, boys in this one. I think we can just feed these ones. Look outside. Is it Cosmic Aquarium? Yeah. Like, please continue. Like, I have seen it, but like, you can explain more. Head. Hunters. Fire. That's what I needed. Is to use the ununderstandable. Okay, they can stream as well. And if you don't bother trying to comprehend, it can't do much. That's typically cosmic. I mean, typically, the actual point of cosmic horror, is as far as Lovecraft envisioned it, was power so far outside understanding that it makes, like, human life inconsequential. It's not that, oh, these things are so crazy, these things are so incredible, it innately makes you insane. It's like, no. These things are so vast, so, like, in cosmic, like, literally in the sense of, you know, stars and shit, that compared to them, what the fuck is even the point? I'm telling you, mean, Eldritch Horror is more of the, like, big monster that makes you go insane. Like being an ant brought to understand human design for, like, 10 seconds, I mean, forced back to being an yes, that is the, like, quintessential example. Thank you for using it. And as again, like, the same thing. It's like if you were an ant compared to, it's like the God versus an ant. You can't describe it, right? And it's also a matter of, like, imagine you were the ant in that situation. How often is the analogy of a guy, you are but an ant to me? Imagine if it was true. Imagine if all humanity had ever built ever, like, the heights of human achievement were itty bitty little holes dug in the ground. Little fucking twisty tunnels carved through mud compared to something out there. Get to experience guilt. Exciting. I just already have the fire we need. Nice. Okay, let's use these to get more hunter. Congratulations, what you guys used to eat for once. I know, I'm surprised too. Bro, eat. Someone else got it first. Wisdom is a funny thing, yep. I wonder if hens produce, like, chickens faster. I don't think so. Maybe, actually. 20 for that, and then I need 30 or 29. So I have one already. I mean, God, it's a grim look on it. But compare, like, there are humans, like human people with full human person lives that look at the enormity of life and go, fuck it. What's the point? Why bother? Can you imagine an ant? Or is that nobody can comprehend its form? Shane is something that can, but never works. The break happens, and they're gone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's more eldritch than cosmic specifically, but it's... Those two are classic dance partners. It's all good. Almost even, I would even posit, cosmic is a suboptimal, at least, name for this specific kind of horror, because cosmic is a describing word, right? The cosmos, right? Space. It gives images of what it could be. Even if they're wrong, it gives an idea. Eldritch is more along the lines of words like indescribable, right? If you describe something as indescribable, technically you are giving it some level of description, but that is only insofar as everything has a description. And if it doesn't, you could describe it by saying it literally has no description. There you go. But if something is eldritch, all it means is that it's weird, unknowable. As coffee's doesn't work by a second. Reminds me of a mix of gothic and eldritch horror. I think gothic is one of the ones that has like multiple fucking different spins. Detail because they could never explain the horrors within. Oh, that's good. That's very, very good. Like horror, especially this kind of like mindfuck horror, where you very, very closely describe everything except the thing that really mattered, because you can't describe the thing that matters. Weirdly, it's almost, I see almost like the literary equivalent of in horror movies where they just like hang and just like there's a long pause in the like horror as they wait for like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? What's going on? I do a funny thing, yeah. Also good, also classic. I mean, not necessarily classic, but that is a very good example of like the eldritch thing. It's not a thing that can be comprehended in a very specific kind of way, right? Technically speaking, it could be very, very comfortably argued calculus is like unimaginable, right? I mean, God forbid, the reason why calculus exists is because the human brain is not wired to do math. So it takes a lot of work to figure it out. And you have things like pi. You can get close to understanding pi, but never actually understanding pi. You will always be a little bit off. Generally outside of a room, it's with his infinite. Of these hex combs. Got you. I do have a funny but also kind of disheartening thing about bees and their honeycomb, if you want to hear it. Eventually make it that way. It just gets... Okay, never mind. You already know the thing. That's what I was gonna fucking say. You know, that's the thing. Bees do not deliberately make hexagons. They make, like, circles, basically, I think. Or something close enough to it. Doesn't really matter, because due to the surface tension in, like, the honey, like, the wax, it will get pulled into a hexagon shape at the end. Right? They don't... The bees don't decide it's going to be a hexagon. Math and physics does. Which is, you know, unintuitive and weird, which is why we have calculus. Because humans have a hard time figuring out in weird math bullshit. Let's see how this goes. And gravity is a large part of it, or compression or something. Yeah. Doesn't matter why, just that it just matters that it is. Right? Yes, I am throwing chickens in somewhat indiscriminately. Bro, you suck. Can pull outside again? Oh, they actually got in. Migration. Oh my god! You are all menaces to each other. Can one of you fucking eat it? There we go. Where's the hungry one still? I know you're there. You. There we go. Got 2 left. And screw this guy. So now I don't even want this food anymore. Guess you overworked themselves and is now sick. Oh no! I presume the answer is you, but I also imagine the answer is probably going to be me in short order. Shit. You said that with confidence. Oh no. I do not think that chicken farm is gonna fucking pass mustard. I think they're gonna fucking... We are not gonna have the food we need. That's a good one. How has it been? Yeah, I've heard a little bit about it, but I'm not gonna be confident. Oh no, shit. Just brought up never. Wants to work, yeah, sorry to hear that. I know there is no real alternative, but I wish there was. That'd be nice. Here too, we store. You know, we're gonna fucking just. Yes, even the Yoki ones. Gaslighting yourself that it's okay. Studies prove workers do better after gaslighting themselves into ignoring all the blatant corporate bullshit. This is true. It's no way to live. Where's like the fucking Jellystone? I freaking forgot about that we needed the Jellystone. And the sand. Huh, yeah. With the Discord thing, it still says invite invalid or expired. Ah, that's very annoying. Huh. I don't know how to fucking deal with that, I'll be honest. Especially right now, where I'm just actively fucking shutting down my higher brain function. Fix Discord blank. Okay, I'm gonna put that on my to-do list. I'm not gonna get to it now because I am doing other things and also which I think is quite reasonable. That's why I shall make a most chamois of outros. Absolutely. To do that. Gaslighting oneself. No, you won't. What are you talking about? You can't even do that. It's nothing anyone can do. What are you talking about? It feels like fucking, God, I can't even do that joke right. That joke's fucking the lowest of hanging fruit. Fuck. Honestly, because I guess that it's worse than it is. Oh no. Alright, I got. I had to wake them up first, because otherwise they might have been in bastard mode. Not because whole brain thing. I forgot the name. Railroad spike? It's probably not it. Could be. Good players. Mine's better. Oh, insomnia. So you did just mean to say mental. We just both saw you type mental instead, or metal instead. We're like, you know what? Fuck it. That must have been exactly what they meant. There's no other explanation for this. Okay. Now, we do actually need to just... It was just the extra stuff, right? Yeah, we need Jellystone, and we need... Sand! I is tired. I is tired. I'm assuming you is tired too. But thank you for acknowledging my is tired. Which is clearly the more relevant one. Because I'm the one who said it. Wait. I is so tired. I fucked up my own bit that I was stealing from you. Shit. Also, I got covered to mental anguish. You know what? We're converting them into... I have this really bad coffee that I made by, like, making a coffee, and then in order to, like, cut down sugar, I was like, fuck it. I'll just add a fuck load of cinnamon and vanilla. You know what? It almost worked a little bit, but almost. When it was really hot. Oh my god, that is foul. Oh my god. Well, I'm fucking awake now, but not because of the fucking caffeine. I just drank fucking... Like, if you could get fucking shitty fucking store brand expired fucking melted asphalt. Like, if you could get asphalt, but the lowest possible quality and also like fucking rotten. The blueprint hit. Was not. Here you go, boys. Hey, another one. Wonder how I drink coffee. This is coffee. It just tastes like that. It shouldn't, but it does. It helps trust. It helps stay awake. If it helps being not tired, I'm not so sure. If it helps anything else, I'm also not sure. Like anything with caffeine, one day I'll remember something other than sushi. Fair enough. Don't worry, everyone. I am once again checking to see if I can turn my phone on to not to shut off its own fucking screen. It is at 60% now. It is still saying to go fuck myself. And I'm real mad about it. What the fuck do you mean? Turn off battery percent, maybe? God, no. It just needed to think about it, I guess. 63% was the magic number. 62%? Absolutely not. No way, no how. God damn. Yes, I did turn back on the battery percent. One, because I just think it's much, much better. But also, if that was the actual fucking thing, I was gonna goddamn lose it. I got 100 audio balance on. No! Please. Please, my mic setup's already fucking hard enough as is. Alright. I need to grab all this, and then... Now, thankfully, Jellystone is pretty easy. Bitch, who needs sleep? Unfortunately, everyone, but only because sleep will cave your skull in with a crowbar. Again, it's bullshit, but we don't have to abide by those. You can just not. You can just fucking dare it. I retract the IT curse. Exchange that for I no longer being called. Wait. In exchange that I no longer be called to simply turn on systems. Oh my god. Holy shit. Maybe we do actually go out the front this time. This is where the Jellystone is probably going to be. At least more of it's going to be. We need those ooey gooey rocks, and we need sand. An hour and a half driving. That shit better be sparking or I'm losing it. Yeah, that's the thing people... Sorry, horrific noise. That's the thing people don't really realize a lot of time with stuff like IT work, like any kind of job. Any job where it can be done very quickly by someone who knows what they're doing, people undervalue because they don't see the hour and a half drive there and back, right? They see you show up and fix the problem in like 10 minutes flat and go, wait, what do you mean it's $100 to fucking fix this plumbing thing? What the fuck? You're only here 5 minutes. Like, well, for one thing, I had to drive here. For a second thing, I had to get the materials. For another thing, I didn't know what the fuck it was going to be. And for another thing, you don't know how. There's nothing going something, yeah, kind of. There was a fucking video I saw recently-ish. Or an article, I'm like, oh yeah, I actually ended this thing to a fucking plumber. And it's like, yeah. Worse than that, there's like, the dude in question, it was a good video mostly. But it was also, he did try fixing it himself. And he couldn't do it. And then he was like, oh, why am I paying so much for this plumber? And then realized, like, oh, wait, no, it's fucking... Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into this, actually. When same thing happened to him. Oh, fuck yeah. I actually think the story's great. But... He was like, oh, no, I guess this feels bullshit. And then it happened to me, and I understood. Like, cool, but you also did try it yourself. Like, you gave it a shot. You could not do it. I don't think that ever gets brought up in terms of, like, the, oh, why is it so expensive? Like, well, you literally couldn't. We know because you tried. Gas and mental anguish. That bill pays for my therapist for dealing with this dumb shit. Alright. Oh, there's probably some fucking parallel that can be drawn with that and the difference between, like, foot and leg pain when standing still versus when walking. Because, oh my god, is walking so much better than standing still. Just absolutely every time. Or, say on spikes or whatever, but, like, getting it to move is better for fucking legs and feet. For just standing still. And that feels wrong. Right? To a lot of people, that feels like, well, you're doing less stuff. Why is that worse? It's like, well, shut up. How are your baddie slimes doing? They actually have access to their own food. Like, they have the trees. Oh my god. The oh my god is not towards you at all. Oh, my actual mouth is cramping up. Why are you here? Huh? You know, entertainment fee if you watch me work. It's a bill for anxiety, so go ahead, trust me, or pay me more to look over my shoulder. God, yeah. It's tough. Like, as someone who has had really, will be nice to say, mediocre, like, plumbing done. Like, I know it doesn't know like what your thing is, but even if it was, it doesn't matter. Because we're not them. Like, from the customer's perspective, it's like, well, I want to make sure shit's okay. I want to make sure you're not fucking, like, poking a hole in the goddamn thing, right? But also, as a customer, what the fuck do you know? You're not... if something was wrong, you probably wouldn't be able to spot it. Damn, really? That was in the starting area. Yeah, one of those things where... honestly, this feels like a conversation that I want to have, and it's very cool and good, but also I'm too fucking tired and also now in pain for, which is annoying. Oh, there's cars over there. Why the fuck are there cars over there? But take a look while I'm on my damn break. I don't watch over your shoulder while you're doing something. Alright? Forget the quotes. Huh? Therapist, you start to get hella depressed. Yeah, I could imagine. And this was the other angle, like, you can help people. I go, really? Oh, yeah. You are helping people deal with, like, some of, like, their worst shit, right? Hey, you're helping them. You are actually able to help them a lot of the time. Some of the time you can't. Right? And sometimes it doesn't matter because you have to help them through it. The more I'm stuck. You know, Mania. I think that's less a therapists are depressed and more you would be a depressed therapist. Which is fair, right? But sort of like how a lot of people, if they were like a firefighter, would panic and would do a kind of poor job saving anyone. But that does not mean that firefighters are always panicked. It's the people who are not firefighters. One of those reasons is that they would be panicked. The more weird shit I know, the happier I'm. God damn it. Some people Wikipedia. Yeah, I mean, not a reason for always, but I'm helping them, but hearing them say how they want to end it, they bring up some good points. A lot of bad ones, though. Right. Like, that's... yeah. Oh, shit. I was just bringing up a thing I've seen, which was absolutely incredibly depressing. It was someone going like, oh, yes, like, social work is like a crutch for... their quick that was like a crutch for capitalism, but more broadly, it's bad because when you're trying to help people, you're helping people deal with things a lot of the time. Like, oh, how do you deal with this, like, emotionally? If the thing they're dealing with is not having enough money for food and rent, there's only so much you can do. Now, you can still help them in ways, but it's gonna feel bad. Always changes. I'm a gambling optimist. That one fucking Lex Luthor quote here with Amazo. I want to see what happens next. I want to see how it all turns out. Any reason is a fucking good reason. Like, whatever reason keeps shit moving. Like, it's the reason it matters. more eloquent way to put that, I know. But, again, I'm exhausted, and fuck it. The point is simple to make. In there at some point. I wonder what these Gordos open. Sometimes you find money, and sometimes you found you stepped in some droppings. Gotta keep moving. Yeah? You're okay with me asking, what's your IRL job? I appreciate you clarifying the first one of, oh, if you're okay with me asking. Not particularly. Nothing like therapist. I will say that much. Like, I do not have experience in, like, caretaking or professional, like, help. Things like that. It is more so the conclusions drawn from what I've seen from other people who have done the job. Like, from what I've seen online, other people have said. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, you did because you fucking started with, hey, if it's okay. Always a good way to start. Like a laborer? You motherfucker! You're going the fucking salt mines. I can't time you without fucking deleting your messages. And we'll stay on the fucking thing. Yeah. Also, you fucking, like, laboring and then coming back to fucking stream all night. You're like, manual work? Yeah, I know. Maybe we had a different, like, immediate read on what someone would mean when they said that. I mean, that's the difference. Yeah, you just lead down into the thing, right? I guess. Right? Typically, when someone refers to someone else as a laborer, like, just flat out, I don't assume good intention. I think there might have been some here, though. My apologies. Really? Oh, yeah. Really, people who don't have to do real jobs have historically looked down on people who do have to do real jobs, typically for them. So, not much. Talk shit about the person's job. Right. Again, this was my immediate read on. God damn it, you idiot. That was not a thing like, oh, the thing you said meant this. No, it's not one of those things where the words you meant is bad. It was the interpretation I had. Think of trades. Right, that was not where my brain immediately went. Right? I would more think. Really, it wasn't even like I went to a specific job. It was more just my brain immediately went to a specific tone I imagined someone would say, like, have that line with. It's not necessarily fair to you. Let's just say fuck it. Go to here. Yeah, sure. You don't sound tired enough to be a bucket lifter. Fair. And I'm at some of my most tired sounding, so either that means I'm really good at hiding it or not hiding jack shit. I think if I launch the Tangle, like, and then immediately try and suck it back up, I can just, like, not have to use a wall for it. What are the odds, you think? Wait, that actually was kind of close, I think. Shit. And it also comes through, it breaks backs. Oh, ironically, today my back was fucking a nightmare. Like, it was full on needle in my spine. It was not fun. IT where carrying more than 25 pounds is horribly rare. Right? Like, there's a reason why those jobs are still while they do still suck in their own wonderfully fucking career way, if that makes sense. Like, they're still typically pretty sought after fucking paths, broadly speaking. Whoever messaged. Oh no. Okay. Thought process. Alright, from my perspective, when you said sounds like a laborer thing, which you already established, like, yeah, that's fine. But the moment I was like, holy shit, we'll fucking see about that. You're going to the salt mines. Which, I think that's probably a very good example of where my brain immediately went when you were like, oh yeah, laborer, salt mine. Not like carpenter. Yeah! I was like 100. I guess I got them. Wait, huh? Huh? You're gonna have mid jokes. Motherfucker, why are you here then? This is all jokes. You come into my circus and say I would have mid jokes? Mid jokes. I guess I meant something more like contractor. Right, now where my brain immediately went. Again. Yeah, now Egg is going to the salt mines. Which, to finish the fucking thought I was on, to answer your thing about deleting messages, if you put someone in the salt mines, yeah, you delete all their messages up to that point, or up to a very long point. So, like that. I don't know how to take someone out of that immediately, so it's 5 minutes, you'll be fine. Oh, damn, right. And then we went off on the topic of, like, what does that actually mean? Like, I mean, we hold the whole talk about it, which we just, literally just had. So you know how that one went. Oh my god. I just want some fucking sand. Why does it feel like sand is so rare? Which one are we interested in? Oh, absolutely not. Like, again, when I thought someone in chat, some ambiguous straw man in chat, was doing that, I was like, shit, I should fucking hit this guy with a hammer. I mean, besides getting paid $250K to sit on your ass doing nothing. Oh, yeah. Honestly, like, we could be even less generous. We could be even less generous, or I guess more generous than that. Like, 250K is not society ruining levels, right? That's just someone who is paid a lot. And I guess it would also be like what nothing is in this case. If nothing is literally nothing, then yeah. But that is a much more in-depth topic. CEO level, I guess, right? Yeah, if we're talking at that level, shit. That's never, or almost never good. And on that almost, I'm going to bring up a fucking quote I love very, very, very much. I think it's Dan Prince, I think, is the CEO in question that I'm about to mention. He was like CEO of and company. I have no idea what it fucking was. But at some point, he was talking with one of his employees, and I don't know how it happened or what went down. The employee snapped at him. And like it was like, what are you talking about? Like we put in so much work compared to you, and you get paid so much more than us. Like you're being robbed here. And now Dan, in this case, was not actually a shitty person. Again, I don't know the story before this point, but he heard the guy and he looked and was like, yeah, shit. I get paid so much more than these people when literally all I do is tell them what to do. And not like this is like managing way, more like I hire them to do things I don't want to or can't do. So Dan cut his own salary. He cut his salary. He also made everyone else at the company's salary $70K a year minimum. And that was his salary. Because he also had stuff backpiled. And his company started doing incredibly well. Like, insanely incredibly well. Like a good man. Yeah. And he, like, like you see, like, he talks about it, and fun. He talks like he is the, like, the 1% of the 1% who gets to be, like, CEO level rich and chooses to do good shit with it. But that's not the quote I want to talk about. That was just context. I feel people that they're paid enough to live, they don't want to leave anymore. Exactly. Or that's one facet of it. It's not even all of it. People who are paid fairly are also excited to go to work. Right? If they're happy with their job, they can be excited to go do it. But if they, you know, fucking hate it. And just do it because they literally have to. But also, the other side, or not even also, that's a different thing. The thing I actually want to talk about, the quote from when I was like, yeah, all CEOs, well, almost all CEOs. Oh shit, hey Serene, welcome. I'm being attacked by fucking evil slime, I think. That's fine. In the water. We're talking about in Dan Prince, a quote from him. CEO, okay, doesn't matter. His quote, which was an incredible one, is when he was talking about... I'll just fucking, like, just say it, instead of trying to be like, give more context. He is not an example of, oh yeah, like, the hyper-wealthy doing good. And like, oh, well, you see, if they have resources, they can do good with it. No, he is proof that it doesn't work that way. That it will never work that way. Because his company did very, very, very well. Right? It did so well. It was very successful. It was awesome. Like, everyone made more money except him. The product was better. Everything was better. And no one has copied him. At least none of the really big ones have copied him. They see that paying workers fair wage, like Amazon sees it, they know that their product, the service they provide would be better, and they don't do it. Because it would make them in this case being Jeff Bezos and the guys at the very top, less money. So they go back to exploit, so they just continue exploiting their workers, even though it is worse for literally everyone else. And Dan proves that. Because he also proved that, yeah, paying people fairly and like giving them well compensation will make things better, will make your product better. So the only excuse is they want more money. And him pointing out that fact, I think, is very important and very good. Because it is very true, and it's easy to look at someone like him and go, wow, see what happens when CEOs are good? It'd be nice if CEOs and billionaires were good. That's like, no. That's never going to happen. The only way it's going to happen is if there are no CEOs. Because, again, the way Dan did it was cutting his own salary. You know, just very high. Anyway, that's a real on tangent. Hi, Serene. Apologies for not welcoming you more immediately. Middle of fucking... As you can see, long conversation. Also, welcome back, Egg. Welcome back from the salt mines. Should I have been here? Alright, get there for a bit. Timeout's not banned. Where was it? Oh, right, you were like, actually, I think the doctor would have mid-jokes. And he was like, motherfucker, you're in my circus. You can't say that shit to me and then I hit you with a hammer. Which is fair and correct. Got a cat. Holy shit, okay. So I have to that way fucking respond to everyone else. Because you needed seasoning in the salt mines. Man, just still stuff for free. Sorry. No worries. Like, it's not gonna be a fucking image ruining thing for either of us to find. Also, yes, what cat? What kind of cat? We need to know. Please. Motherfucker, stop digging! Honestly, weirdly, the idea that I either am able to put on such a consistent act that I am a meaningfully different person off stream, or that somehow all of these jokes are like pre-written in a way you can't get like off stream is incredibly flattering in a way that only like you can't. Most of these were like that's incredible. It's incredibly unrealistic. Oh. Black Hat. Ooh, fuck yeah. I almost missed a message. Fuck. Hell yeah. Are superstitions around Black Cat still around? No, also what's the cat's name? Correct. But like, I know they're gonna be around somewhere. Right? I know they're not gonna be just gone. I feel like I never hear about it anymore. Right? Got a suit? Ooh. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Where's here? Honestly, I would say if they're going out to hunt them, that is just any other kind of sociopathic excuse finding. That's also very... It is the mundanity of evil of like, cool, why do they do it? They fucking want to with their bullies. Same reason everyone has been a bully ever. Just a little to the left. Regardless. Casino, hell yeah. Right. Oh god. Chat's actually moving a little bit too fast for me to fucking keep up with. Oh no. Also part of that is I had to fucking something for the most chat. Oops. To kill other people too. Oh, yeah. Again, see answer. At the risk of oversimplifying evil as a concept, I guess. See again here. People who want something, whether it be just hurt people or gain something from hurting them, will make an excuse to justify doing that. Boa! Like the feather, and also One Piece. Fuck yeah! I don't know if One Piece has ever come up on stream. I don't think so, which is incredibly weird because I have been talking more with like some of my friends, like in D&D, about One Piece like, for the first time. Like they are not first time One Piece fans, neither am I. It just never come up. So the fact that it is now also just coming up serendipitous or something, I don't know. Also, we are nowhere near sand. I think honestly at this point we do just keep going to get to the teleport over here. Ow. Think of the constrictor. Also, yes, Boa One Piece is named at least in part after Boa the Snake. She's snake themed. Not snakes named their sisters, though, who are snakes. It's a long story. Watch One Piece. Go read One Piece, actually. Don't watch One Piece. One Piece is too long to watch. There is also, I'm sure, One Piece for real. Yes, honestly, I actually have in one of the tabs, the one right next to the YouTube one where I'm fucking keeping tabs and everything. I have fucking One Piece open on like the tail end of the Thriller Bark arc, which when I actually fucking fell off of it when I was watching it. 1,000 goddamn chapters, no way in hell. Oh yeah, that's why we're recommending you read it instead of watch it. It's somehow, I think, more episodes than it is chapters. Also fair, though. Like, let no one tell you otherwise. One Piece is not a quick read. I will say, though, it is not... Overlord first. I cannot be nearly positive about that one. The most positive I can say about that one is, like, it's clearly just not for me, so I'm not going to immediately start shitting on it. up during the Doctor arc with the mini versions. I have some ideas of what you're talking about, I think. Hang on. Just because they're here. Oh no. This is purposely vague to not accidentally anyone. Fair. Actually, thank you for that. Appreciate that immensely. Excuse me. Rude. Did we find any fucking sand that trip? I don't think we did. Shit. Oh well. Ooh, a new message. I should probably answer that now instead of waiting. Because whenever I wait, I always be like, oh fuck. Now I have to read like 6 billion of them. Yeah, like One Piece is, yeah, I was gonna say, One Piece is not one of those series where like, oh, you know, it gets good. No, One Piece is just good, right? It's old at the beginning, right? It's old enough at this point where when did it start coming out? One Piece first chapter release date. 97. It's old. Right? So, it's just old, but it's still good. Right? It is very good. I already have like 2 of those. Watching the anime is like that one about bookseller Honda-san. Ooh. Is anime at the point where it's not really true to say that any of it is truly that niche? I think it's getting to that point. Like before, all anime was niche, at least in the West, right? And then they started getting really popular, and then like, you know, you had the big ones. Those ones that people watched or could watch. Now with the internet, like, really, if there's a show, there's not gonna be any truly like hidden gems. There's can't be enough. Because if it was really that good, there can be overlooked things, but people can find it now. You can just be like, hey, look at this thing, and instead of sending them a blurry screenshot of something about it, you can send them just the full thing. That is why I can't watch Dragon Ball either. Yeah. Actually, One Piece has at least some good filler. I know at least one of their episodes that's filler is very, very, very good. And yeah, it's pretty good. And then show starts getting filler, so lose my temper. There's a whole conversation that people done to think piece about with filler. Gotta go, oh well. Take care, Egg. I hope things are going good, or end up going good at least, if they're going not good. Take care, see you again next time. Thanks for stopping by. Take care out there, and ciao. It's never been a problem with Edge before, but yeah. Filler is not inherently bad. It has, at least historically, it has been done quite badly. One Piece had a fantastic filler arc in the anime where it was like a full-blown like prison break from like a fucking marine fort. It was great. Filler kind of kills impact. I want to stretch one good scene to 5 episodes. That's not technically filler, I don't think. And in the way I was thinking about it, that's stretching it. Filler, as I was thinking it, is like breadcrumbs in a hamburger. New content that was not in the original. Not taking what you originally had and just making it really, really thin. It's also bad. And I think that is just bad. And that's also what happened with One Piece. Which is why watching it is not super recommended. From what I've heard, at least. So I saw this item, I just screamed Beatrix. I actually hit my sentience right. Wow. I call that a bonus. There we go, right? That has historically been also like quite negatively viewed as like, I want to watch the actual show. Because not most of it, a lot of it was bad. Did you just think about wanting more stuff? I think that was me. Oh, whatever, enjoy more stuff. Hell yeah. When the bonus is done poorly, I start taking points off the show writers, though. Yes. Alright. And that's typically how it was handled, because oh, we need to keep doing this. We want to keep making anime of this, like, fucking weekly. How do we do that when the thing we're making it off of is on hiatus? Well, yeah, you don't. You make new stuff. One Punch Man Season 3, I'm not going to hate on the artist too much because they didn't have time. Right. Honestly, from what I heard about One Punch Man Season 2, it was less that it was specifically bad and more that it was eh. And One Punch Man, the story is incredible, and One Punch Man Season 1 was incredible. So to go from incredible base content, like original content, and an amazing adaptation to it stung. 4 years instead of 1.5 based on their working times. Shit. Yeah, shit. That's not a lot of time. Now, unfortunately, anime studios rarely get a lot of time. Anime is pretty famous as being a kind of awful workplace. Was lightning in a bottle. It started going downhill when that corporation got the show. I'm not even sure. I don't even know what you're talking about, or if that's true. Like, it was done cheaper. And what I'm saying, like, I saw one person pause, and it seems pretty reasonable. Is it did not get shit. It got which, when you're coming from like it's a fucking anime of the year contender, that's really bad. Right? Especially when it's a fucking adaptation. Because now the people who wanted that adaptation know what they could have been getting. Because you gave it to them. You just chose not to. Which is weirdly prescient for like a Magic the Gathering thing going on, or was going on, which is barely relevant. TLDR. There was a Spider-Man set. Yeah, they do fucking Spider-Man things. It was sort of meh. And people fucking got up in arms about that for not terrible reason, because, yeah, having a part of the game that's basically just, hey, can we show you super popular IPs, and also this thing is our, like, breadwinners thing, we do it just for money. When it started off, it was like, oh, they're selling out, they've jumped the shark, they're doing fucking sponsored bits now, oh my god, the game's cooked. And the main defense has been, but all of these sets are awesome, actually. All of these sets are super cool, and so when you keep saying they're gonna, like, make cards that are ass just to move product, or like, just to fucking fill a niche, that hasn't happened yet, and it's been years. And then, here comes the Spider-Man thing, not only did that happen, like, the set was not bad, but meh, when the main defense for it not being a cash grab had been, they keep making excellent sets. They also straight up admitted, oh yeah, we did it because the last set was a poor performer, and we wanted this one to make more money than predicted. It's like, oh cool, so they literally made it worse for money. The art director was unfairly harassed for things out of his control. Season 2 had some guys to pick up the slack with a fair amount of time. Season 3 was trying to get near Season 2 quality on half the time. Oh shit. Oh no. Load of favors to get fantastic artists. That, weirdly, I almost find that hard to believe. Not impossible to believe, but there are other really good-looking shows, right? It was an incredibly good-looking show. I mean, like, I never heard any complaints about Mob Psycho. And I know that show has fucking cool action scenes. It has fucking trippy as hell psychic action scenes. So if it was production hell, it's production hell, right? Like, if anything, it only makes it hurt more when it's like, yeah, no, it could have not done that. It could have been fine. Yeah, harassing teams for fucking art stuff is... God, it's safe to say never good, because the edge cases are so far on the fucking edges, it's not even worth fucking considering. Alright. Oof. Respect, remake some of the episodes because it's performing really poorly. That is copium. It is the most sympathetic kind of copium. If a show is doing really badly, very, very few of them get to keep existing, let alone get more money poured into them to remake episodes that have already done poorly. Because a bunch of people who have seen the poor version are gonna go, well, I've already seen it though. I don't care. Oh, like bootleggers! Oh, you mean like fan works? Okay, that's very different. I'm also skeptical, but for much different and much more like hopeful reasons. Like if they can pull that off, holy shit. Now, is that likely? You're talking about fans remaking one of the highest fucking production value shows of like the last couple years. No. Like, it's just not likely. Even some fights would be dubious, but if they could do it, holy fuck. Small groups, is probably the worst term. The wrong term. Fan artists, I think, would be the correct one. Right? Although that does bring into question what happens if the bootleg is better than the original. Things get complicated at that point. Like, either you fucking just get away with it and you become the new thing, or the first thing just sues you into the dirt, or they just have more fucking budget, so they just outlast you. Because in a game of competition, they can afford to wait out competition while you really need as much traction as you can get. And I feel like it's a moderately placed bar to hop, right? I don't know. Like, we're talking full, like, animation, right? They would need to... Like, there's a certain level of just talent and time and money you need. I guess there's talent and time. You could do it for free. Holy shit. Like, it's hard to vault, you don't need a pole to vault it. I think you might need a pole to vault it, right? Like, not anyone can just make, like, a fucking solid bit of animation. You need very specific people with pretty specific skills and pretty specific tools. I think the pole's a quite good analogy, actually. Boss animation is generous for some scenes. Oh no. Oh no. Is it worse than I heard? I hope not. They have a lot of panning with no movement for a lot of scenes. Yeah, like that's a lot of honestly, maybe at that point it's not even a question of, well, it was cheaper, like they did it worse. But they did it worse, but it was not that it was cheaper. They did it cheap, worse. Other shows do cheap, just better. They take smarter corners. They cut corners in scenes where people don't need to be moving around, right? They, like fucking, they animate bits they need to instead of just not animating anything. If you're smart about it, you can cut fucking serious corners. I have so many rock bullets. Fuck. Puddle, sort of, but I also have a bunch of those. Same with fire. Bomb. Yeah, we should have a lot of everything. But, Who knows? I mean, what we know is it did not do good, and the most positive things I could see people talking about it was basically, hey, come on, you know, like, being that bad doesn't ruin the experience. Like, oh shit. Sliding Garrow down the hill without adding some wobble and more grass effects behind him. Earned the nickname One Frame Man. Oh god. Yeah, that sounds bad. That sounds bad, like, from a directing perspective, like art direction. Even then, like, don't fucking harass me for fucking art. Especially if it's just, like, bad. I would love more Yoki slimes. Oh, and also more rooster. That's not that many birds, actually. Oh. I'm assuming the answer is no, but I will ask anyways. Are the fights at least, like, cool? Like, action-packed? I guess one that's eaten. Two that's eaten. Three. Ah! Hi. I see you've decided you're being fed now. That is understandable. Holy shit. Have not actually had a slime breakout yet. You know, I knew it'd be these fuckers. Alright, where's the one that's here that's still hungry? You're still hungry, not you. Thankfully, you're actually so bad at eating your fucking food that I can pretty reliably just keep you guys from eating food I don't want you to. Also, I have a new one. Which is why I was actually here. Now, I can't get the fucking bird. Okay, who's hungry in here? It's gonna be someone, I'm sure of it. Everyone's content. Everyone's hunky-dory. Okay. Yeah, these guys can't really break out as easily. Like, they can't fly super well. Yeah, they're gonna fucking struggle with those. Now up here. This is an unsafe location for chickens. God, I didn't think a fucking hazard with slimes would be their own ability to fucking eat food. How does having appendages make it so much harder for them? I'll just leave them. Are y'all... Some of you were already hungry. I'm feeding you about as quickly as I fucking can. Catch Pete. Wait, so there's... wait, hang on. This is from a bit ago, because I've not been fucking looking at chat very much. So, there's the funny thing. What I've seen doesn't have fights, because I don't have the streaming service. Oh. Lucky enough to catch pieces of the show, but never the whole thing. You know... There is a way you could watch the whole thing, even without having the streaming service. Especially in this day and age, where they are consistently and repeatedly fucking sure that they should continue to just slice shows up. Like, fucking One Punch Man is not on Crunchyroll. Not anymore, at least. It used to be. Yoho is a crime, correct. We shall do that and be gay. Not because of the crime doing, because of the gay being, just independently. You can do both at the same time. You know what? Fuck it. Get the Elder Collector. Why not? It's so much money for barely any benefit because there's almost never any fucking elders, but... Valiant Country, huh? Counterpoint. Fuck it. I don't have a VPN. I don't know, maybe piracy controls are a lot fucking tougher in this state. I don't think they are. I don't pay for one. Oh? I will admit, pirating tools to pirate things would be fucking awesome. It'd be cool as hell. Alright, what the fuck? Alright, I was gonna have to look to see how much Pirate Square. The browser gets weird about how it obscures info. Do you have an ad blocker? Because that will color the experience immensely. The answer should be yes, but we won't assume that. Question: can we store all of... Where the fuck is my silo? Don't use ad block the internet's help. You know what? Yeah, my mistake. I was not broad enough. Do we just sell? Also, I think I might store these ones. Right, because that's the price of free, I guess. Because now we can just sell all the tangles and have them continue to go up in value, or we just sell like 8 of them and say that is going to be good enough and not destroy the fucking... Okay, it's still going down, doesn't even fucking matter. I was playing a survival horror game, gotta go. Alright, fair enough. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you. Hope to see you again next time. Take care of yourself there, etc., etc. Yeah, bye-bye. Alien Isolation. Oh, we're not doing that shit. Although, I did get my VR headset working on Steam. Which I don't even actually know if it was you who recommended doing that with the cable. It was very helpful, though. That was the advice. That advice was incredibly helpful. Even though I did not actually use the cable, apparently you can just hook Steam up to a MetaQuest now. Which I swear you couldn't do when I fucking first got it. Eat the chicken. Eat the roaster. Do it. Put it in your mouth. End its life. Why are none of you eating these fucking sens? You need to, otherwise you're gonna continue to hate me. Or at least you hate me on a fucking empty stomach. Let's throw some in here to like maybe slow it down a little bit. Oh god. Alright. What do we need? Actually, complete tangent almost, but I want to talk about a very cool thing Alien Isolation does, which is very clever in how like it makes the AI work, but also it sounds incredibly fucking stupid. So, the way the alien AI works. Piranhas eat chicken. Those are technically anglers. They just eat meat. Actually, they eat those fucking sea hens, or sens, as I called them twice now. Is their, like, preferred food thing. Chicken's the only meat on this island. Everything tastes like chicken because everything is chicken. Or it's slime. So I need sand. And... Oh, people with jellystone, actually. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Excellent. Okay. That is something. Let's go see if we can't find anything new. Let's make a sip of Coke because the coffee was fucking vile tonight. Oh, holy shit. This is like a pain, sigh, / groan of joy, actually, as a very important distinction. As opposed to a pain, sigh, / groan of pain or something. There's a little bit that. If I can hit my fucking, like, chest in a weird way. That ever happen to you? Like, when you fucking, like, swallow weird and like... Anyway, back to fucking Alien Isolation. Like, I was trying to say something cool about it. The way the alien AI works in that game is it basically uses two different AIs that work together in tandem. One of them is... Essentially, you can think of it as the alien itself. Right? It has the vision you would expect. Like, it can see the player. If it sees the player, it's gonna go like, hey, I'm gonna get you, and then it gets you. The second is an omniscient helper AI. So it can just occasionally and this is paraphrasing a thing I remember hearing. I know this is how it works broadly. If there's some details wrong, don't do this as gospel. But it will give hints to the first one. Right? They have like someone playing hide and seek, but one person has a drone like hovering behind the fucking guy who's hiding his shoulder. And can like give obscure riddles. I talk to your doc about that? Huh? Talk about what? Do you mean, you mean the pained sigh / groan of joy? Don't worry about it, it's totally fine. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's written somewhere in the fucking streamer contract that it's like a mandatory part of the job. Might just be like a guideline. I don't fucking know. I barely read that shit. Yeah, AI isolation. Alien isolation. I don't even know how I fucked that one up. I know I did, but that's water. Yeah, it's really good because it means the AI essentially. It's why the AI feels like it always sort of knows where you are. And why it's always able to, like, hover around you, even on a ship as big as, like, the game takes place on. Without it being bullshit. Right? Because otherwise you would need to program specifically, like, okay, on a smaller map, here is how lenient we have to be because there's not that much distance it can get from the player. Versus on a much larger one, it's like, okay, we need to make sure it doesn't just fucking, like, fuck off into the distance and never be seen again. It's very good and clever. But more importantly, it sounds really stupid to say the AI for Alien Isolation is actually just 2 AI, basically. Because I feel like there should be a cleverer way to do it. Maybe there is. Maybe that is like it's like a human-readable example of how it works. It's a very fun human-readable example, so we're gonna fucking stick with it. Alright, we're gonna hop over to... I still have everything I need for this one, right? Yes, aside from the sand. We're gonna head over to Ember Valley to hopefully get more sand. God. I want to talk about fucking One Piece, but most of the time I'm talking about One Piece, I am like on the wiki looking at the cool shit. like, one of the things me and my friend talked about was, like, he voiced a theory about Chopper and his devil fruit, about it being, like, not actually just the human fruit, but being, like, the human model forest guardian or something, which would be funny. I'd have, like, a fucking third one of those. Because the idea was, it's so... He's able to do so much with his fruit that saying it's just because, like, he modified it with drugs feels flat. I'm back. I drank a bit too much coffee. Oh, no. My condolences. How about One Piece now? This is the oil side of things, I think. You tell a slightly different color. Actually, while we're on it, Egg, do you know anything about One Piece? Like, anything at all? I think you mentioned, like, you didn't get into it because it's too fucking long. Yes, okay. So yeah, I'm a Tony Chopper, Rumble Balls. Am I ringing any bells or am I talking nonsense? I like making sure before I start talking because I have moments where I start describing things and people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? I also do like to give people to just be like, yeah, I just know. I've also had even worse thing. You watch. I was thinking of Shaman. This conversation might have happened actually after you left. My apologies. Well, shit, yeah. I should keep going back with the theory then. The theory was, as my friend put it, that Chopper had something like a mythical human fruit. Because he can do so many different things with the normal balls, change his form in ways that, like, no one else can. And that all being the response of basically medical science felt weird. Or maybe just excessive. But the arcs take forever to watch. Yes. Correct. But the interesting thing, and this is where it's actually trying to go to, that sort of got shot down a little bit because there is actually another character who doesn't do the same thing. Their aims are much lower than Chopper's were, basically cosmetic. I actually think is strictly weaker in many ways. But they used like medical drugs to alter their full beast form. So, I guess it is just a thing you could do with Zoans. To be fair, you can put them inside of objects. So, it's not the craziest thing in the world, but it's up there. Oh, shit. Do I have any... No, we should fucking put that there. God, honestly, I really fucking like the power system in One Piece. It feels, to me at least, sort of like the example of a magic system like it in many ways. Not exactly. Weirdly enough, one of the things it could technically be lacking for someone is a like born factor. Like in One Piece, you can basically get any power if you have the huts before. Like if you just put in the work, you can do it. Chopper has Unknown Fruit, Zoa has 3 forms. The way Chopper has more forms is by drugs that he made. He's a good doctor. Exactly. And the question in theory goes, or at least went, that's a lot of forms. Is that really a thing he can do, or is that a product of the fruit? The answer seems to be, it's a thing he can do. That's just a thing he can do. Because other people can also do it, just worse, because they're not Tony fucking Chopper. Which I just think is neat. Also, Zoans are fucking common in One Piece. Like, even ignoring the obvious, well, yeah, they had a whole arc dedicated to a crew of all Zoans, basically. It makes sense. Just for the sake of anyone watching later on who doesn't know, and just desperately trying to follow along. I'm assuming you know how devil fruit works. These were a refresher. Zoans. They turn into animals. It has basically 2 parts to the name. While most things are like the rubber fruit or the lightning fruit. Zoans are longer. They're the dog fruit, model wolf. They have 2 parts to it. So it boosts the power of Zoans. Hell yeah. Weird that it's interesting that Zoans seem consistently the most scientifically malleable. Which is cool, actually. Alright, yes. So, words. So, that'll be it. The names are longer. And also means you can have, technically, multiple of the same kind if you're a different kind of dog. There are 7 different kinds of fucking dog in One Piece. There are 7 different devil fruits. These are canon ones. There's a non-canon one that turns something into, or someone, into some kind of dog. That's a lot. Right? Like, that's a not small number of dogs. Now it's even fucking funnier. It's not even the worst one. I mean, it's kind of the worst one. Like, it is, in a more functional sense, it's the worst one. But on technicality, there is a worse one. The dragon fruit. Or, it might be more accurate to use the Japanese term. I'm actually not sure. The Ryunomi. Because it's dinosaurs. Not, like, dragons. Which is very funny because it means it is... Oh, also, Zoan has actually a 3rd fucking classification for its extra names. Mythical and ancient. Not all of them have these ones, but you can figure it out. It means that dragon devil fruits do have a special caveat to them, but it's not mythical, it's ancient. Livia's the sun god Nika fruit, not the rubber. Correct, but yeah. Well, might be considered spoilers. Like, it was just an example. Like, honestly, it's a very good example. Compare the rubber fruit to the human fruit model Nika. That second one just has more words to it. Like, strictly speaking. Those words be wording. How much sand did I need? I actually don't think I needed that much sand. I think we might actually have it. We actually got it. Actually, we got 1 more. We can actually make 2 of them, but we'll say that's the problem. But yes. Yeah, the worst one is Dragon. It's all dinosaurs, which is why it's sort of not worse. Because there's one reason why it's not really worse. Because there's a lot... Dinosaurs are more varied. Especially because, like, a lot of them are, like, I think... Mammoth is also considered a dragon fruit, which is weird. That might not be true. It might be not. I know, like, Brontosaurus is. I know Pachycephalosaurus is. So, you know, a little bit different than T-Rex. But another part of why it's worse is there is a dragon fruit. Like a one that turns you into an actual dragon. The fish fruit model dragon. Or model azure, whatever. So there are 7 dragon fruits. And then a separate fruit that turns you into a dragon. There's a fruit, it's going to be something like leaf fruit. Let's be clear. The plant fruit is currently on one of the admirals, and it fucking rips. Like, you can get absolutely worthless devil fruits. They all at least have some functionality. Even the fucking jacket one. technically has like, oh, it's a body control power. It's a really, really shitty body control power, but you get to fucking like body snatch someone. I know there's one that lets you make clothes by putting leaves on your head. But that's a whole different thing. And also the fact that some of, if not most of the most dangerous people in One Piece history have not had devil fruits. Alright. We got another one. We almost have a third one. Actually. Okay, so we would need 8 jellystone, 3 wild honey. Let me look at the wild honey one. Yeah, I'm not going to, though, I think. At least not immediately. First one is in a filler. The little girl has a devil fruit that makes her able to talk to animals, which is good and all. She can't control them. That's still a good power, right? Like, in terms of One Piece, no. But being able to talk to animals is a totally solid superpower to have. Right, that's the thing. The devil fruits all have genuine superpowers. I don't think any of them are strictly a downside. Frankly, I'm not even sure any of them have. I think some of them stop you aging. That might be a downside. But you can get really bad ones. They're never going to be like fuck up your life bad. Just you could have gotten, you know, one of the Logias, which pretty consistently are so good they end up in the hands of fucking like dipshits basically, who can't really fight that good, who end up also being some of the most terrifying fighters on the roster just because they have a Logia. On a water-based planet. Right? Honestly, the oceans seem dangerous enough. And there's also the other important detail, which, I don't know how true this is. I'm gonna say this before I fucking talk to them because we lore things. Where sailors wouldn't actually learn how to swim. Or at some point. And when questioned why, the answer they gave was, well, if you're in the middle of the ocean and your ship goes down, being able to swim isn't going to save you. All it's gonna do is make you drown longer. You're gonna be able to keep yourself above water for way longer as you definitely assuredly drown. At least if you can't swim, it'll be over as fast as possible. Is everyone's noise blue? I don't know. Anyways, let's pause and just fucking see what the axis is. Aha! Now I'm a missionaire, but that hasn't changed anything about these geysers. They're still fun as heck. I'm gonna for a few minutes to splash like the old days. Yahoo! Hell yeah! Excellent first one. Weird that's in the archive. At least a sea beast or seeking would probably eat you. Still take longer than drowning. And frankly, probably scarier. Although the other side of that is, you know, that could be the thing that fucking, like, sunk your ship. As far as ways to go, I mean, One Piece is not one for fates worse than death. It's more chill than that. I don't know if I can say something else about the combination of fucking fruit. I have no fucking idea anymore. It's all gone. Lost to the fucking exhaustion and fucking unconsciousness's crowbar. Fuck. Howdy. Take that with me. Yeah, I remember being able to fling those fuckers really far. Yeah. Did I just fucking lose the touch, or did they patch that or something? Some wither wrapping, am I right? We can have more of a fucking Logias. Honestly, I want to fucking touch back on that. Like, Logia users or Logias are so powerful, fundamentally, that, like, really amateur people can use them to near instant win effect. Namely, Eneru. Like, no one can even fight him until Luffy gets there. And only because he is actually made of rubber, because reasons. Like, he's like, cool, I'm made of lightning. You literally cannot hit me. Now, of course, Arm Hockey could do it, but we're talking dude who ate a weird fruit and is pretty buff versus someone who is trained in the most intense martial art on the fucking planet. At a time, the dust out fruits were given to the weakest people. Also see Caesar Clown, who has the fucking gas fruit, which is not like a specific gas. He can just make chemicals, like a bunch of them. What the fuck? Smoker must be pissed. But goddamn. Now there's also the case for, you know, Whitebeard, who was incredibly strong and also had an incredibly strong devil fruit. Or someone like Aokiji, or fucking Fire Dickhead. Guys, more lore time probably. The gate is still sealed too, so I really must have been the first to enter since it was abandoned. I was here and I had my first doubts. I thought I was taking it to engineers, problem solvers, people who could fix what I found. Once we left the labyrinth and met up where I saw they were smiling. They were excited at the sight of opportunity. The company had set their money people, not engineers. I don't think they had even considered stabilizing it. It wasn't long before it all collapsed. 50-50? Right. It makes sense because if you have a fruit like that that's insanely powerful by itself, why not give it to a shithead, right? It means you can have even stronger fruits and have them be mitigated and balanced by the user, and let you have shitheads in fights. Yeah, let's actually the fucking... Oh shit. Accessing GG.archive. And here we are, back at Ember Valley. The labyrinth must wrap around most of the island. Geez, how long was I in there? Next time I'm definitely bringing lunch and an extra fork. In any case, I need to rest up and head right back in there. It's going to feel like a truly amazing scientific and historical discovery. I need to make some calls. So this is in the past. Okay. So the archives are old messages. So we're not going to find anything deliberately grim, I don't think. But we will get sort of literary environmental storytelling skeletons. Open a door to the Grey Labyrinth. Oh shit, that's open now. Does an egg stop being an egg? I don't know. Whatever the egg wants. Ah! Wait. What? Huh? Huh? I am confused. I'm gonna leave them here still. If I can take those with me, that'd be nice. Oh, bye-bye. Alright, egg. Oh. This is very interesting. I almost want to save this for next stream. Also, I am tired. But a lot of me also wants to fucking keep going. Ow! Okay. I feel like it sort of holds you midair. You have the way home teleporter, I guess. Where are we? Where are all the new boys? Let me see them. I need to know. The Gray Labyrinth. I saw one right in front of me. They're still missing. Towering over the horizon, the Gray Labyrinth stretches across the skyline of Rainbow Island like an imposing jigsaw puzzle missing pieces. On its surface, it appears to be keeping the curious out. Yet the further in one ventures, the more one suspects the Gray Labyrinth is holding something in. Amid twisting corridors of carved stone and unnatural metals, and echoing from pipes channeling water and magma, an erratic pulse of power beats from somewhere deeper within the ancient structure. Strange phenomena mar otherwise ethereal, manicured gardens. A prismatic light washes over the landscape, bathing it in unpredictable, transformative energies. Countless ages of exposure to these energies seem to have impacted both slimes and inanimate objects alike, giving them odd properties that sometimes defy logic or natural forces. Even shadows seem to cluster and capriciously bond through the ancient megastructure. In its deepest secrets, the Gray Labyrinth holds a secret that perhaps one can only answer with some unexpected guidance from beyond. They jump high. Also, these were the guys that got spoiled for. Like, specifically, I can't grab you. Tin Petal. Nature is metalified. Delicate details of these leaves are surely too fine to have been formed from metal. They're clearly tin. Could it be these were once organic petals? Deposit a tin petal in Miles Refinery where it can be used for yada yada yada. Actually, I didn't realize I never actually read this thing's fucking data. Lucky slimes are a strange variant of tabby slime that seem to have a fascination with shiny objects, particularly nubuck coins. A lucky slime gobbles up any coin it can find, giving it a distinct jingling sound as they move about. However, coins don't make for a balanced diet, and a lucky slime will still greedily devour meat of any kind. In doing so, its body bursts with a shower of nubucks, having little room left in its slimy tummy. This burst often sends the lucky slime flying into the air. Once detecting a rancher, the lucky slime will soon make a hasty retreat. No known rancher has ever been skillful enough or lucky enough to capture one of these slippery slimes. Lucky slimes pose the same risk to ranchers as other rare slimes. Mainly, accidents in their pursuit can lead to a rancher's demise. The promise of a small fortune when encountering a lucky slime has led more than a few ranchers headfirst into the slime sea. This occurrence has some of the more superstitious ranchers to see the lucky slime as a bad omen, or perhaps like the universe testing their greed. These ranchers will ignore lucky slimes altogether, even purposely shooing them away. Well, until you hear those nubucks jingling, and then maybe just one shot couldn't hurt. A lucky slime isn't known to produce ports of any kind. Leading slime scientists believe this is to be a result of lucky slime not being a true slime variant. Rather, lucky slimes are believed to be an abnormal tabby slime, one whose color has faded as a result of ingesting so many coins. It is perhaps this very change that also led to ceasing port production. Interesting. I wish I could know about these fucking... This is a fucking cool area, though. Magma comb. Although the comb appears quite delicate, The slowly oozing magma suggests otherwise. Or is that honey? Either way, it's probably not safe for consumption. Can't do shit in this house. God. The way back is still fine. Pretty clearly there ain't nothing. Hi! You're just here, I guess. Let's see if we can't excavate this guy. If I bump into you, what happens? I know you can produce stuff. That's what I fucking got spoiled for. Ooh. Ah! Motherfucker, I don't see other people physically. You appear on 2D screen. What the fuck are you doing? It's you. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Hello, Beatrix. I mean, Miss LeBeau. I mean, is Beatrix okay? Who the fuck are you? What the fuck is going on here? Your hair's really cool. What the fuck are you? Sorry, I just can't believe I'm talking to you right now. You're kind of a legend from... Legend where I'm from. Do you mean when? Yeah, I got a couple. You know, a million. Like, wibbly wobbly time of my bullshit. Is that copyrighted? Time in shitting. Spatial fuck. My brain got split between so many different stupid ways to end that. Dimensional fuck-latification. That wasn't even what I was gonna go for. God damn it. I'm tired. I'm sorry, you probably have a million questions, and I'm so sorry, but I can only be so helpful. I'm in a position now where I need to manage what I'm doing here at all times until we can fix it. It's very delicate work, so we'll need to keep our chats a little short. Okay, you seem to know me, but I don't know you. I'm so sorry. To introduce myself. I'm Gigi. Hey, Gigi. I'm a botanist and an explorer, and lately a makeshift expert on alien technology. Sorry that I didn't make myself known sooner, but I had to know for sure you wouldn't be like the others. That you were someone I could trust. Okay. So you're the one that sent me the letter and the boat that brought me here. Yes. Can't do this alone, and you are the one person I believe who can help me. With what? Help me save Rainbow Island. Maybe even all the far, far range. You see, when I first came to Rainbow Island, I was taken with its beauty, unlike anything I'd ever seen before. I eventually discovered this beauty came at a price. Long ago, something from way out there in space crashed into what is now Rainbow Island, and slowly it began to change things. Rocks and cliffs blushed with color and then rippled with veins of the same prismatic hues that sprouted from the grasses and other flora. Even the atmosphere here has a kind of hyper color to it. It's everywhere, all spreading from the thing from space. That thing, I call it the Prismacore, changes the properties of everything around it. It starts with color, but then material and elemental changes begin. How do we stop it? Traverse through the gray labyrinth and find me. I cannot leave my post, and I can communicate you these devices as you find them. Once you find me, we can try to stop what is happening here. In the meantime, I'll do my best to answer more questions as you think of them. But heck, even if you don't have any, I will just be good to chat with another human. It has been so long. You need help? Say Rainbow Island, maybe you're all for range. Oh, it is literally just a repeat. Fair enough. Seems like good luck, Beatrix. Stay sharp here, and stay sharp when the color here intensifies. Things will get crazy. Ominous. Okay, so this is like just an open area now. Rock statue, okay. Hi. They seem happy enough, at least. Only a rock. It's crystal. And a bat. Okay, so they do also just have areas. Which is interesting. You're not real. You can't trick me. Oh, there's the door. I think what I might do is actually go back, grab some rock, so I can open up that door, and also end stream outside of this fucking labyrinth. Yeah, they weren't kidding. Oh, you're just fucking... absolutely normal Largos. Door there. Now, I'm sure an unhelpful amount of this is gonna be backtracking. Is that a bomb? Or is that honey? That's bomb. We can do that right now. There's bombs everywhere. Like fucking... That's pink. Are there bombs everywhere? Or did I just confuse the pink ones for bombs? Catch. Holy shit. I think I just confused the pink ones for bombs. Whoops. No? Oh, it's tar. There we go. God, I'm so fucking curious because clearly we're still missing a fair few. I know, like, we have Dervish, we might have fucking the Mesmeric one, or whatever they're fucking called. No, I don't think so. I'm just gonna look around to see if there isn't anything else I can prepare for. Aha! Ah, fuck! Rude. Huh. So that's something. Remember that. There's something there. God, I do really want to just keep fucking going. But I really, really shouldn't. Like, there's every reason in the universe not to. God, I want to. You know what? Now we are gonna leave. We also do have the option. Oh, that's kept on the map. What? 0 of 25. That was what I was looking at, right? Yes. Okay. We need bomb. We need rock. Bomb. And rock. Oh, cool. That's the fucking door. I see, is it? So this one was the rock. And the bomb one, I am fairly certain. Do you have anything else to say? Need something? Nope. Okay, so bomb, rock. Bomb, rock. Bomb. And also rock. I don't know what the fucking things want. Alright. Out we go. Slap in the portal. Jump on back through. Put our stuff away. Grab a rock and a bomb, which I believe is actually the Largo we have for that fucking purpose. So, you know, fortuitous that way. We go shopping. We give stabilizer flag. Is that going to be a thing we need? I fucking guess. Sure. Didn't know. Sure. Why not? I mean, I didn't know about those things ever. I don't think we've seen one of those yet, but apparently we will. No, don't bother fucking doing this. Just launch it into that one's mouth. Dump the rest in there. Go grab the fucking bombs that I need. And then we fucking leave. Because that's all I need. I just need to get the shit. And also dump these up, and I could have done that first. Fuck. They're literally launching the food I'm giving them away. How dare they? New message. I know, things are fucking weird. Got bombs and rocks. Excellent. Oh, my foresight. My ability to plan for every eventuality. Nay, the eventuality. It's, you know, nothing that special, really. Oh, yeah. Look. Nah, I'm spent. This is end of stream. I did not need 40 of them. We're gonna sell a bunch of them. And God, I hope I don't sell all of them by mistake, 'cause then I'll do all this shit again. Okay, little idiots. I'm sure they will share fairly, you know, great. Look at this little fucker. Look at these fuckers. Then they're not starving. They're like, ah, we can be assholes now on purpose. Which, like, yes, that is the point. But still. Yes. They make good noises. Fuck. I think they die if exposed to not being on fire. I'm not gonna fucking test that theory. We can't just grab most of them though, because, well, you know, we only need, well, we can't hold all of them. Okay. Throw these in the bin. But remember that we need to fucking take care of a lot more slimes when we get back. Probably forget that part, but it's okay. Holy shit. Okay. So we know we can get shadow ones. I have no idea what the fucking red and blue ones are. Who needs margin for error? Just don't fucking lose any of them. Easy. More organized by my account. Okay. It's all fucking ready. Next time, more cave. Hopefully you figure out what the fucking is it slime is doing here. Until then, thank you for coming. Have a freaking time. I'll see you all again there. Take care of yourself out there. Take care of each other. And my body's fucking functions are actively failing. There should be an ending stinger here. I had a plan. Good night. I'm fucking tired. God.